giving you the proper guidance how to play and act on the floor. Hooperstown's administrative staff strives to provide you with top-notch customer support, communication, and organization to each one of their programs, ensuring that you can find what you're looking for. Celebrate your next birthday on the court and then eat in the party room. Hooperstown, 300 East Sanford Boulevard, Mount Vernon, 914-667-DUNK. That's 914-667-3865. When you think hoops, think Hooperstown. Visit hooperstown.com.
This is Super Bowl champion Howard Cross. After spending 13 years in the NFL, I know a little bit about taking care of injuries and what it takes to be the best. That's why I'm here to tell you about Ivy Rehab, the #1 provider of outpatient services in the nation. Nobody plans on getting injured, but if you do, Ivy Rehab is here to get you back in the game. If you're injured over the weekend, be sure to go to their Monday morning injury clinic. No prescriptions or referrals needed. With 34 locations, visit them at ivyrehab.com, IVYREHAB.com to find a location near you.
Check out JP's Waterside Restaurant at 703 Mitterford Avenue on City Island, serving fresh seafood, sumptuous sizzling steaks, and delicious Italian specialties. JP's is open every day year-round. Come in for lunch at JP's Waterside every day starting at 11. Don't forget about us for catering all your special occasions either. Walk-ins and reservations are accepted. That's JP's Waterside Restaurant at 703 Mitterford Avenue right there on City Island. Give us a call at 718-885-3364. That's JP's Waterside Restaurant on City Island.
So, here we go. It's the Gales and the Saints, and the tip-off is right now on Iona Insider. Ken Reichman, Ian Sachs have all the action for you all weekend long. We'll bring it to you, and we assume that we'll be joining you again on Sunday, and we assume again we'll be joining you again on Monday.
We hope so.
We hope. Then that's
that is the goal.
That is the goal, and so we hope to bug you throughout the weekend. And thank you all for joining us. And the ceremonial first tip of the game is thrown as they want to do it again. They didn't like the see. You never see that in hockey when they do the ceremonial drop of the puck. You never see them have to redo the.
They didn't
drop.
redo it.
No, they didn't. All right. Either way, we're set to go. Siena, wearing their road green uniforms with their gold and white trim. They're moving left to right. Iona, on the other hand, wearing their home whites with the gold and maroon trim, moving right to left. Now, Iona the 4 seed, Siena the 5 seed, so Iona is the home team for today's matchup. No matter who wins today, they will be the road team on Sunday against Quinnipiac.
Well, it really doesn't matter. It's jersey colors. It doesn't really matter. A team might prefer to look a certain way, but when it comes right down to it, no matter what jersey you're wearing,
I will say there were some happy chants about the white jerseys. The Gales were happy to wear their whites. We heard that on the bus. They were a little pleased with that.
Well, it signifies that you're the higher seed and had a better regular season.
It sure does. So here we go. Opening tip-off in the MAAC quarterfinal matchup between the Gales and the Saints is up in the air, and Iona comes down with the opening tip, and Marina Lizarazu can work for the Gales. She's on the far side of the court, working on her right hand. Ranger sets the screen for Robinson, who jacks up an early three. It's a little short, but she got her own rebound. Hits Lizarazu, and now Ranger again. Back for Marina. She'll work to the near sideline now, and then cut back to the middle. Hands off to D'Amica Martinez, getting her first touch of the game, just 25 seconds in. Martinez, a long three. That one's short as well, and this time away with it come the Saints.
Well, on that possession, Iona playing to Siena's zone defense, attempting 2 threes and 0 shots inside the three-point arc.
So Ida Crow on the ball now for Siena. Scarborough with a long pass, got it back. That's a three-pointer. It's short. Everybody coming up a little short today early on. And away come the Gales. It's Marina Lizarazu working to her left. Goes behind her back for D'Amica Martinez, who sets up Ranger. And now Aaliyah Robinson. She'll work at the far side elbow. Cut to her left. Pull up. Bounce inside for Dupree. Going up against Donahue. Now for Ranger. Off the glass. Too strong. Robinson on the rebound. No good. Ball still loose. Robinson's got it. Now Martinez on the drive. Inside Ranger with the finish, and the Gales strike first.
Well, the Gales on that possession peeling through the Siena zone, interior passing, setting up Ranger for a wide open layup.
Some real good ball movement from the Gales on that possession. And now it's Crow again into the corner. It's taken by Hetzke. She'll go cross court. Now Scarborough. That's Coles inside. Hetzke off the glass, no good. And Leah Robinson's got the rebound for the Gales.
And Robinson showing that she can bang down low, boxing out for that rebound.
Now she's up for three. That one did not look so good off her hands as she shakes her head and walks back to the other side of the court.
Well, Robinson struggling from the outside so far. Already 2 missed threes. She just has to get her legs under her, pull up, and follow through.
A team that can shoot itself out of a slump, if you want to go with that term. Hetzke off the glass. She got by Ranger, and we're all even at 2.
Well, the little jab step there by Hetzke in the lane got Ranger, and then she had a clear shot at the rim.
The patented D'Amica Martinez jab step as she gets it into the hands of Lizarazu and into the corner, but a foul, I believe, is called on Teresa Coles. And that's the first foul for either team.
And you see Lizarazu's speed there. You have 3 defenders coming at her. She puts it on the floor, draws the foul. She can get teams into foul trouble single-handedly.
And 2:21 into this ball game, Joy Adams will check in. And to the bench goes Cassidy Ranger, who will get a talking to from Coach Gotze.
And even though Adams didn't start, she checks right in 2.5 minutes into the game. It's practically like she started.
Exactly. Fresh legs, too. And for somebody who is a walking double-double, those are nice to have.
Exactly. Putting Adams in, maybe going up against the reserve in a minute or two, could be a dangerous thing for Iona.
Scarborough gives Siena their first lead of the day, but D'Amica Martinez looking to answer, can't get it. Joy Adams unable to corral the rebound, and it's Siena who comes away with the basketball.
Well, 3 Saints were around Adams, and Hetzke finally came up with it to bring it back the other way.
Coles inside Donahue. Back for Coles over the outstretched hands of Dupree, and Siena triples up Iona 6-2.
Well, that was a nice shot by Coles, setting up at the elbow area. Dupree was just a little too far away to contest the shot.
Joy Adams guarded by Scarborough. Into the corner for Lizarazu, and back up top for D'Amica Martinez, calls for help. Dupree going cross court. She'll set the screen. Martinez goes the opposite way. Jacks up a 2. That didn't go. And Ida Crow down on the rebound, and Siena a chance to continue to extend their lead.
Iona using much of the shot clock there. Martinez put her shot up with 7 ticks left on the shot clock.
That 3 off the hands of Hetzke is good. And just like that, it's Siena up 9-2. Iona 0 for their last 4 from the field.
Iona not scoring in the last 2.5 minutes. Siena wasting no time on that last possession, putting up that 3.
Martinez short on the 2, and Siena with a long feed for Coles, who's got a step. Got fouled by Lizarazu on the way up, and so she will go to the line with 15:50 remaining in half number 1. So we will step out. It's the Gales 2 and Siena 9 on Iona Insider. We'll be right back.
Whether you are looking to organize and strategize with your colleagues or celebrate your wedding, Hilton Westchester is your perfect choice. 37 acres of woods, 2 pools, 3 tennis courts, a farm-to-table on-site restaurant, complimentary shuttles within a 5-mile radius, meeting professionals just waiting to help you, over 400 refreshed rooms. Hilton Westchester will turn your event into a memory. Go to HiltonWestchester.com for more information.
This is Super Bowl champion Howard Cross. After spending 13 years in the NFL, I know a little bit about taking care of injuries and what it takes to be the best. That's why I'm here to tell you about Ivy Rehab, the #1 provider of outpatient services in the nation. Nobody plans on getting injured, but if you do, Ivy Rehab is here to get you back in the game. If you're injured over the weekend, be sure to go to their Monday morning injury clinic. No prescriptions or referrals needed. With 34 locations, visit them at ivyrehab.com, IVYREHAB.com to find a location near you.
Ian Sachs alongside Ken Reichman back here at the Times Union Center. 15:50 remaining in the first half. Siena holding a 9-0 run and a 9-2 lead on the Gales. Ken, for a team that only has 7 available players, Siena's been running the floor.
Yeah, they most certainly have, and they're playing Iona's game against Iona. They're using it to their advantage. The Gales getting a little too far ahead of themselves most offensive possessions. Martinez 0 for 4. Robinson 0 for 3. Those are things that are going to have to change. The team just 1 for 10. So those are things that are going to have to change if you are going to compete in this game.
And Siena's zone has done a nice job slowing the Gales down. The only bucket that Iona does have was a nice interior passing play where they, got it in the post, worked it inside and around, and had Cassidy Ranger open for a wide open layup. If they can peel through the zone instead of settling for threes, they should be able to work back into this game.
So right now it's Teresa Coles at the line, who was fouled on her way up by Marina Lizarazu right before we went to break, and she hits both of hers. So it's 11-2 now in favor of Siena, and the Gales will look to cut into that lead. Lizarazu, though, bombarded as she crosses over center court. And now Joy Adams with speed off the glass. It rolls in, but it's an offensive foul, and it's Siena ball.
And, Siena wanting to play a little more up-tempo, not settling back in their zone, showing a trap in the half court, and, it just got the Gales all shook up.
Yeah, and Joy Adams, who had a step, just got a little too aggressive and called for the offensive foul. So the 11-0 run for Siena continues. And now Ida Crow crosses over center court, handing it off to number 12, Simone Kelly, who's checked in, the 6'2 junior from Wyandanch, New York. Coles. Hetzke's got it along the baseline. Up top, Crow able to collect. She'll rig it across court. Now Scarborough for 2. That one's long. The rebound is out of bounds off the hands of Joy Adams. So with 30 seconds on a renewed shot clock, it's Siena ball.
That's a rebound that Iona has to come away with it if they want to start working on it. Adams pushing her opponent under the basket has to pull down that rebound.
So Ida Crow on the ball now for Siena. 5 minutes gone here in the opening half. 11-2 in favor of the Saints. Lizarazu on Crow. Scarborough into the hands of Hetzke. She moves to her right. Now Scarborough back to the left. Crow's on it. Down to 9 on the shot clock. Kelly trying to back down Adams. Into the corner, Hetzke for 3. It's good. Margot Hetzke with her second three-point shot of the night. And Siena leads it 14-2.
And, after Iona got that quick bucket, looked like they should be rolling on offense, just not able to get anything going as they have now a drought over 4 minutes.
Joy Adams into the corner, Lizarazu, and now Tamika Martinez. On her right hand, back to her left. That's a 3. Got it! Tamika Martinez wakes up the beast with that three-point shot.
Siena doing a good job slowing down the Iona offense, and Iona getting a quality look at a 3 there from the senior guard, and she knocks it down.
Almost intercepted there by Adams, and then Robinson steps out of bounds, unable to keep the deflected pass in. And so Siena will retain possession. 13:59 remain in half number 1. 19 seconds on the shot clock for Siena. Scarborough to the bench, and it looks like Amia Willingham, the 5'8 sophomore out of Albany, is in the game in her hometown.
Well, that's nice to see. But playing in the MAAC tournament in your own backyard, of course you're going to want to play here.
Sure, a good amount of friends and family in attendance. Dupree comes up with a block on Kelly. A good defensive stop there by the Gales. The handoff to Robinson. That's a 2. Got it. Aaliyah Robinson hits her first shot of the day, and that one looked pretty.
Beautiful job off the handoff from Joy Adams and just setting her feet, pulling up, and knocking it down.
And the Gales are halfway there, 14-7. Up and underneath. Corinda Dupree off the hands of Ida Crow. A great finish there. And Siena extends the lead back to 9.
The Saints knocking down 6 of their last 8 shots. They've been on fire in the most recent minutes.
Tamika Martinez, Lizarazu all day, Ole for 3. And Marina Lizarazu has the Gales within 6.
Well, Lizarazu setting up top of the key all day to set herself. And when you give her that much time, she's going to knock it down.
The Spaniard with the three-point shot. And the Gales within 6. Crow, Kelly. Up and over, Joy Adams, no good. On the rebound, it's Willingham, blocked by Dupree. Gales come away with it.
And that's the presence of the 6'4" Dupree on the block. She can disrupt shots, mess up the opponent's offense, and send the ball back the other way.
8-inch difference on the 5'8" Willingham. Martinez for three. That one looked ugly. And Hetzke has the rebound for Siena.
Too long there by Martinez. She knocked down her last three. Had a feeling that one would go down, but just a little too strong.
Now Willingham, corner for Crow, calling for help. She'll move to her left, gets the double team. Now Lizarazu on Willingham, can't get by her. Nice job there by Marina. Up top, Crow again. Now 5 on the shot clock. The underhand scoop, no good. Rebound loose, taken by Siena. Trying to cut through 3 defenders, and Hetzke unable to do so. Ball on the floor, but it's Leah Robinson who calmly collects and hands off to Marina Lizarazu with Cassidy Ranger ready to check back in for the Gales.
Well, the Gales doing a good job there on the defensive end, not allowing Siena to get a quality shot, and then finally coming back the other way.
Martinez on the baseline drive and kicked out to Lizarazu. Looks like D'Amica comes up lame. Lizarazu got the bucket and the foul. Oh, no, excuse me. That's an offensive foul. The baseline referee did not make the signal. It was the far sideline ref. And with that, we'll step out. I apologize for the mishap. So 11:25 remaining. Half number 1 at Siena 16 and Iona 10 on IonaInsider.com.
ICGales.com is the official online home for Iona College Athletics. Keep up with Iona's 22 NCAA Division I athletic teams 24/7. Iona Insider provides live and on-demand streaming audio and video content from game broadcasts, the coaches' shows, and more. Check out the photo gallery to see action shots from the field of competition and other athletic events. You can show your maroon and gold pride with official merchandise from the Gale Shop or a photo from the official photo store. There's so much more that you've got to check out ICGales.com. Go Gale!
The Iona College Goal Club is an association of dedicated friends and alumni who support Gale athletic programs. Annual membership provides the needed academic support services, equipment, and facility upgrades for their student athletes. For more information on the Goal Club, call the Goal Club office at 914-633-2071 or visit on the web at icgales.com. That's www.icgales.com. The Iona College Goal Club, the lifeline for Iona College athletics.
Well, 8.5 minutes into the MAAC quarterfinal. Siena holding a 16-10 lead. Ian Sachs alongside Ken Reichman here at the Times Union Center. Siena jumping out to a 14-2 lead, Ken, and then the Gales getting their offense going a little bit. Martinez knocking down a 3, Lizarazu knocking down a 3 to get Iona back into this game, but after that turnover there on the last possession by Lizarazu, what does Iona have to do to get their offense going again?
Well, we've seen this is going to be a game of runs. And at one point, Siena was on a 14-0 run, and now they can't buy a shot. 2 of their last 8, 0 for their last 4. So it's just going to be a game of who's going to be able to shoot themselves out of the slump faster and who's going to be able to knock down the shots that they have. It's going to be Iona ball as Willingham lost possession.
That's a pretty good way to look at it, that, you know, shooting does make up for a multitude of sins. You knock down shots, you're going to do pretty well.
So Gilmore and Ranger in the game now for the Gales. Lizarazu and Dupree over towards the bench. It's going to be Siena ball out of bounds off of, I'm not sure if that even touched Martinez or if it was just Gilmore who threw it out. But in any event, it's Siena ball, and it's Willingham off the inbound.
And the ball went out right in front of Coach Jock on the Siena sideline, and she was pretty pumped up when the refs said heading down towards the Siena basket.
Not sure if that was a pass or a shot that went awry, but in any event, it's Iona ball. So now we've seen both teams play some sloppy basketball, which is exactly what we saw between these two teams a few weeks ago at the Heinz Center.
Well, there are going to be ugly minutes and there are going to be pretty minutes, and that last minute there was pretty.
That was a pretty pass there by Gilmore into the hands of the wide-open Joy Adams, who has the Gales within 4. Now Siena hasn't scored in 3 minutes.
Well, Iona, when they get into the zone, draw the defense up and have a nice wide open layup down low.
Gilmore comes away with a steal. Now Martinez, the pump fake from 3. Now Ranger all day for the tray. No good. Rebound, Joy Adams got it.
Good board there by Joy Adams, extending this possession, giving the Gales another shot to pull within 2 or maybe even 1.
We're halfway through the first half. The Gales trail by 4. Martinez, wouldn't be surprised to see her put up a 3 from there, and she could probably hit it too. She's about 12 feet behind the three-point line. She goes down to the floor. Ball on the floor. Gilmore's got it down to 4 on the shot clock. That's a long 3, no good, and out of bounds it goes. Siena ball.
And that was not the possession that Iona wants. On the last time down, interior, getting it inside the paint and having a wide open layup. There they didn't even get to the free throw line at all. They didn't get inside the final 10 feet within the basket.
So 9.5 remaining in half number 1. Gales down by 4. Crow guarded by Ranger and Gilmore. She goes up, is fouled, and got the bucket. She'll go to the line. Ida Crow does a great job to step around Cassidy Ranger, get the foul on her way up, draw the contact, and get to the line. A chance to extend the lead to 7.
Quick first step there on Ranger. The only way that she could recover was with the foul, and it happened to be as Crow was going up for the shot, hit it, and now she can extend this lead to 7 as she does.
So Crow gets 3 points the old-fashioned way. Corinda Dupree back in the game for the Gales. And Felicia Gilmore carries the ball across center court. Hands off for D'Amica Martinez. Few jab steps. That's a 2. No good. D'Amica Martinez just 1 for 7 from the floor today.
And that's something that you have to look at with Martinez, because when the Gales offense isn't going, she starts to take over and tries to look to do it herself. She has to look for the other players to also get going.
Scarborough on it for Siena. Up high off the hands of Robinson. It stays with Siena, but just 6 seconds on the shot clock for the Saints.
Quick hands there by Robinson. Good recognition of the pass. And now Siena has to inbound with just a handful of ticks left on the shot clock.
They get it to Coles, who goes up, gets it stripped by Martinez. It stays with Siena, but again, just now 2 seconds on the shot clock. So another good defensive play there by D'Amica Martinez. And the last thing you need to do now is allow this kind of heartbreaking shot if Siena is able to get it into the hands of a shooter.
Or a foul. You don't want a foul under 25 seconds. And that shot didn't go, so good job there by the Gales.
And now Joy Adams carries it the length of the court. Knocks for Dupree, whose three-point shot no good. That one off the hands of Gilmore and out of bounds, and Siena, again, will keep possession.
And just going back to a point that I was trying to make earlier, and as Siena put up that shot, you don't want to foul in the final seconds of the shot clock. After playing 25 or 28 seconds of solid defense, just hold down for those final seconds.
So now into the corner. Dupree got her hands on Hetzke's dribble. Up high for Scarborough. Down to 11 on the shot clock again. Hetzke with the baseline drive. Kicks out for Scarborough. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Hetzke for 3. That one's no good. It airballed. And D'Amica Martinez has it for Iona with speed. Martinez pulls up. Now Gilmore. Few jab steps from Felicia. And she'll peel off. Donahue on her. Now go back to her right side. Underneath the scoop. No good. But the foul, I believe, called on the floor. And it'll be on Donahue. So Iona will get a new shot clock. And a renewed possession and a chance to cut into this Siena lead with 7:48 to go. So we'll step out. Gales trail 19-12 here on Iona Insider. We'll take you through the end of the first half. Excuse me, no we won't. We'll come back with 7:48 remaining in the first half on Iona Insider.
Do you love the game of basketball? Hooperstown gives you the opportunity to bring your game to the next level. From their basketball camps and clinics to the Hooperstown Huskies AAU organization. At Hooperstown, you work with staff and trainers who enjoy the game just as much as you do and want to see you grow your game. Each of their coaches has enjoyed success both on the basketball court and in leadership roles, giving you the proper guidance how to play and act on the floor. Hooperstown's administrative staff strives to provide you with top-notch customer support, communication, and organization to each one of their programs, ensuring that you can find what you're looking for. Celebrate your next birthday on the court and then eat in the party room. Hooperstown, 300 East Sanford Boulevard, Mount Vernon, 914-667-DUNK. That's 914-667-3865. When you think hoops, think Hooperstown. Visit hooperstown.com.
Welcome back here to the Times Union Center. Ian Sachs alongside Ken Reichman. The Siena Saints holding a 19-12 lead over the Iona Gales. Both teams can on a little bit of a scoring drought. Iona 0 for their last 4, haven't scored in nearly 3 minutes. Siena just 1 for their last 7. So both offenses have stalled a little bit, gotten a little sloppy in the last few minutes of play.
Yeah, for Iona, I think what needs to be said on the bench, and what probably is being said by Coach Gotze, is it's quality, not quantity. I mean, the Gales have chucked up 19 shots. They've only hit 5 of them, and it's come from 5 different players. So nobody's hot, everybody's cold. You've got to look for quality looks instead of just chucking up 3s, or if you have the opportunity, a 2.
And the Gales have had quality looks when they've been able to penetrate the Siena zone. They've gotten nice, easy, wide-open layups. So what they have to do is look to penetrate the zone, and, then the opportunities will open up.
So Gilmore will hit both of her free throws, and so the Gales now within 5. Gilmore was fouled right before we stepped out last time, and this time a foul on the floor, I believe Joy Adams. And that is her second. So Lizarazu with 2, Joy Adams with 2, with still 7:40 remaining in the first half. And as I say that, Kamek checks in and Adams to the bench. So the last thing you need is Adams or Marina with 3 fouls before the end of the first half.
Well, that's why both of them are on the bench right now. Iona going with a little bit of a different lineup because of that foul trouble. They want to conserve both Adams and Lizarazu to have them play good, aggressive play in the second half.
And Kamek comes in and draws the charge.
Well, that's exactly what a coach likes to see. You enter the game, you have a good energy possession like that. Drawing a charge is always a good thing.
So the Gales have possession now. They trail by 5, 0 for their last 4 from the field. Dupree, tripped by Coles, gets up, throws her a little shoulder as she gets back to her feet. So a little chippiness out there on the court right now, and that's an emotion you like to see from a team who's down in a tournament. We lose 1 and you're out of here. So you've got to play with all the emotion you got.
And Dupree has to be careful. She usually sets the screens for the Gales. If she gets a little aggressive while setting the screens, she could find herself in foul trouble.
It'll be a shot clock violation on the Gales, so Siena comes away with it again. Cassidy Ranger checks in, and I believe Kamek will head back towards the bench. So Kamek comes in, draws a charge, and then Cassidy Ranger comes back.
Well, Kamek playing those, few minutes, she has to make the most of it, and did with drawing the charge.
Most definitely. So now Margot Hetzke on it for Siena. Pass deflected away by Dupree. 2-on-1 for the Gales. Robinson leads Martinez. Draws the contact. Can't go up for the shot. She'll kick it way out for Dupree. Now Gilmore. Corner Robinson. All day for 3. Got it!
And now the Gales are settling down, getting a quality look there, hopefully sparking the offenses. Now they're within 2.
And that brings the Gales within a pair. Kick to the corner. Scarborough's got Martinez on her. Scarborough trying to dance around, throws it off the bottom of the rim. Ranger going to get called for the foul and the bucket by Donahue.
So now Ranger has 2 for the Gales. So 3 Iona players, each with 2 fouls, as now Kamek comes in, and the 3 players who have gotten into the game and are on the bench each have 2 fouls.
So Adams, Ranger, and Marina all with 2. Nobody else on the Gales even has 1.
Well, that's 3 of the team's starters today.
So,
or no, excuse me, no.
2.
Adams didn't start.
Yes, so 2 of the 5 starters for the Gales in either configuration, whether or not Lizarazu or Adams was, Ranger or Adams was in the lineup, would have been 2 of the 5. So now Martinez down to 9 on the shot clock. Gales have used a lot of shot clock time today. Martinez has it, just 5 on the clock. She'll work to her left, cut inside, puts up the 2, got it. Tamika Martinez, calm as the sea on a sunny day.
Well, that shot didn't even graze the net as it went right through the net, didn't even move. Beautiful
like
shot
me on
there.
Sundays. So Cole's on the bounce, or most any day. Coles bounces it in for Crow. Donahue trying to back down Dupree. Kamek comes to double. Up top for Coles. Guarded by Gilmore. Now Crow. Martinez on her. 7 on the shot clock. Crow to her left. Now Gilmore out to help. Ball on the floor. Kroll into the corner. Taken by Coles off the glass. No good. Dupree punches the rebound to Gilmore. Tried the lead for nobody. Able to re-corral it. And then Robinson off the glass. And just like that, the Gales are within a point.
Well, with Dupree's punch on the rebound there, the old saying, if you can't grab it, knock it out.
What do you do, TJ? Knock it down. So into the corner it goes again. Crow for 2. That one's well too strong. Tamika Martinez on it, and the Gales with a chance to take their first lead since the opening minutes of the game.
Iona's led for just 53 seconds in this contest, as they just can't get another lead.
Kamek got bumped going up, no foul, got her own rebound and then missed the layup. So still a 1-point lead for Siena, 4:22 remaining in half number 1. Coles into the corner, Crow pump fakes the 3, steps by Kamek, goes up, got it.
And that's a 4-point swing there. If Kamek finishes through the contact on the other end, the Gales would be only down 1 instead of 3.
Now Martinez, corner Robinson. That one's short. Dupree unable to reach up for that rebound. And Siena will slow things down as they take over on the offensive possession.
Well, Dupree did a good job there of crashing to the glass, but then Kelly was behind her, and it was a long rebound, went right in the hands of Kelly.
And another nice job there by Gilmore to strip that pass. Martinez on the fast break. She's untouched. To the rim it doesn't go. Gilmore got the rebound for the Gales, gets fouled going up, and so she will go to the line. Martinez with a stunned look on her face as she gets up and looks at the baseline referee saying, where's the foul?
Well, the Gales on the last 2 possessions now have had shots at the rim that looked like there could have been some contact. No calls, didn't come away with it, and now they'll try to get their points at the free throw line in the hands of Gilmore.
So with that said, 3:34 remaining in the first half, and the Gales trail by 3. Free throws coming when we come back.
This is Super Bowl champion Howard Cross. After spending 13 years in the NFL, I know a little bit about taking care of injuries and what it takes to be the best. That's why I'm here to tell you about Ivy Rehab, the #1 provider of outpatient services in the nation. Nobody plans on getting injured, but if you do, Ivy Rehab is here to get you back in the game. If you're injured over the weekend, be sure to go to their Monday morning injury clinic. No prescriptions or referrals needed. With 34 locations, visit them at ivyrehab.com, IVYREHAB.com to find a location near you.
Check out JP's Waterside Restaurant at 703 Mitterford Avenue on City Island, serving fresh seafood, sumptuous sizzling steaks, and delicious Italian specialties. JP's is open every day year-round. Come in for lunch at JP's Waterside every day starting at 11. Don't forget about us for catering all your special occasions either. Walk-ins and reservations are accepted. That's JP's Waterside Restaurant at 703 Mitterford Avenue right there on City Island. Give us a call at 718-885-3364. That's JP's Waterside Restaurant on City Island.
Ian Sachs alongside Ken Reichman. 3:34 remaining in the opening half, and the Iona Gales trailing the Siena Saints 24-21. Iona got an early 2-0 lead, but then it was a huge run by Siena to open up a double-digit lead. Iona's done a nice job battling back. Had a few opportunities got it within 1, had an opportunity to take the lead, unable to do so. Ken, now we finally see Gilmore at the line, looking to pull the Gales back within 1.
Gilmore been the only Gale to get to the line today, taking her third and fourth shots. She's now 3 for 3 as she hits her first. And that's just a testament to how well Siena has played defense on the interior against the Gales, who haven't been able to draw that contact.
Well, not many free throws either way, as both teams are now 4 for 4 as Gilmore knocked that one down. So a good job, solid defense by both sides.
And a few and-one opportunities for Siena. Another steal from the Gales. Gilmore leads the charge down the sideline. She'll kick it out for Martinez. She'll get the screen from Dupree. Martinez on her left. Goes inside for Dupree. Able to reel it in off the glass and got it. Corinda Dupree with a strong play to come away with that finish and put the Gales in front for the first time since the beginning of the game.
Well, that's what's been working best for Iona. When they've gotten it to the free throw line, the defense peels up, opening up down low at the block, and Dupree put it in to give them the lead.
And that long pass by Siena winds up in the laps of the Iona cheerleaders. So Iona's got it back.
I think the cheerleaders will take that one for the team, liking the turnover and now giving the Gales a chance to expand on their lead, looking for their biggest lead of the day.
Gilmore from 3 came up empty, and just like that, Siena will take over.
And that's what Iona can't do. Once they get a few good looks inside, they come down, chuck up an early 3, work the ball around, and try to get it in.
So, with 2.5 minutes to go in the first half, it's Siena on the ball. It's Kelly up from 2. That one looked ugly, and away with it comes Felicia Gilmore leading the charge. 3-on-2 for the Gales. Gilmore pumps herself inside the spin off the glass, and Kelly on the rebound comes down with it for Siena.
Well, lucky for Iona on their last defensive possession there. You had Kamek, Dupree, and Gilmore all right there for the rebound. They started to fight a little bit over the ball. Luckily, they didn't turn it over.
Ball on the ground, and Dupree again comes away with it. And a timeout called by Coach Gotze, who wants to slow things down with 1:47 remaining.
And it looks like she's signaling for maybe Joy Adams to come check back into the game. The Gales have taken this lead without 3 of their top players in the game, with Lizarazu, Adams, and Ranger all on the bench with 2 fouls apiece. But Iona's done a nice job with their reserves in Kamek seeing minutes and Gilmore seeing minutes as they hold this 25-24 edge.
Yeah, both teams have gone cold again. Siena just 2 of their last 8. Iona 1 of their last 7. Siena's turned the ball over a bunch today. 3 times in the last 2.5 minutes, and
8 total
for a total of 8. Yeah.
So I think both coaches wanting to make sure that they're getting quality possessions, good crisp passes, and the shots they want.
So now Gilmore again. Hands off to Martinez. Robinson for 3. That one's no good. Dupree did not get a piece of that rebound. It's out of bounds off of Siena, so it's still Iona ball.
Well, I think Dupree might have gotten a touch on it, but Siena got the last touch, which when it goes out, that's all that matters.
So the inbound will be for Dupree. Way up high, and now Gilmore. Cross court, Martinez pump fakes the 3. She'll step up. Hand off to Dupree, who will knock down the 2 and give the Gales a 3-point lead.
Beautiful shot there by Dupree, recognizing that Martinez was going to draw the double team, stepping out 2 feet, knocking down the 18-footer.
Dupree's now got 4 on the day. That's a long 3 from Crow. I don't know what she was shooting at. That was from way out there.
And the Saints,
with 20 seconds on the shot clock.
The Saints still had plenty of time on the shot clock, rushing that one there. You know Coach Coles is not pleased with that shot.
I can't imagine she would be. And now it's Felicia Gilmore on the bounce for D'Amica Martinez. Down to 50 seconds in the first half. Martinez drops the shoulder on the drive, and the offensive foul.
And just as you know, it looked like Iona was finally recognizing how to beat the Siena zone defense and penetrating, getting good quality looks. Martinez just too aggressive on that play there, getting called for the whistle. We head back the other way. Siena looking to end this 6-0 Iona run.
Margot Hetzke inside for Donahue, blocked by Dupree again. That's her third of the day. Corinda Dupree has looked phenomenal defensively this afternoon.
Dupree coming up with great minutes for Iona. 4 points, 3 rebounds, 3 blocks, just really doing a little bit of everything for the Gales and putting in some quality minutes.
Yeah, she's done a great job this afternoon all the way around. And with just 28 seconds left, no shot clock for the Gales as the foul was called, I want to say, on Scarborough. Yep, Scarborough, as it pops up on our screen. So, foul on Scarborough, and they're going to check because I saw the referee put up a 24. There is no 24 on the Siena team. And so they give it to number 21, Colin Scarborough, her first of the day and the team's 5th of the first half. So no shot clock for the Gales. 25 on the game clock.
Well, the 21 and 24 on the jerseys do look pretty similar. Could easily get them crossed, but they've figured it out pretty easily.
Kamek inside gets the roll, and with 10.3 to go, timeout called by Coach Jock. And it'll be Siena ball with the Gales up 5.
Well, Siena would want nothing more than to knock down a shot here, end this 8-0 Iona run, 12-2 over the last 5.5 minutes. So Siena just 2 points in the final 5.5 minutes so far, and it'd be really a big momentum shift and booster for the Saints if they can knock down a shot on this final possession.
And for the Gales, every player who's gotten into the game today has contributed. 2 points for Kamek, 4 for Dupree, 4 for Gilmore, 5 for D'Amica, 7 for Aaliyah, 3 for Marina, 2 for Joy, and 2 for Cass.
Well, that's really something that we don't see a lot from this Iona team. Usually it's Martinez leading the way, and then Adams and Robinson. But really, this balanced scoring attack, if they can keep this going, if with anybody being able to knock down shots, you have to feel pretty good about this Iona team.
So the foul on the floor, that'll be on Leah Robinson. And so with 6.4 to go, that'll send Coles to the line for a 1-on-1.
Well, just Aaliyah being a step behind Coles and, forced to either the only way that she was going to stop Coles was going to be with the foul, and putting her on the line as she hits that one is, make them work for the 2 points.
So Coles hits her first, so she'll take a second. And the Iona lead at 4 right now. Coles misses her second, so it'll stay at 4 for now. Dupree turns it over, the ball on the floor, and it's Willingham who puts it up at the buzzer, and it does not go. So that'll end the first half. It's Iona 29 and Siena 25. The Gales, who were trailing by a wide margin for a long bit of that first half, have to feel pretty good about themselves at the end of 20 minutes.
Well, scary moment there in the closing seconds for Iona as, Dupree comes down with that rebound. You think, okay, they're going back the other way. A turnover right under the Siena basket with 3 seconds left. They put up a 3 with Iona only up 4. That could have cut the lead to 1. Been a completely different game, but a prayer answered for the Gales as that one hit off the side of the backboard and no good. And so Iona will be holding this 4-point lead heading into halftime and 20 minutes away from a matchup with the top seed.
So we'll step out at the end of 20. It's the Gales 29 and Siena 25. When we come back, Ian will be joined by intern Ricky Coleman, who has been able to slip away from his intern duties and will join us on air at half. And it'll be Ian Sachs who will interview Ricky about all of his intern activities and everything he does for this school. So we'll step out. Gales up 29-25 at the end of the first half. Ian Sachs and intern Rick when we come back.
The Iona College Goal Club is an association of dedicated friends and alumni who support Gale athletic programs. Annual membership provides the needed academic support services, equipment, and facility upgrades for their student athletes. For more information on the Goal Club, call the Goal Club office at 914-633-2071 or visit on the web at icgales.com. That's www.icgales.com. The Iona College Goal Club, the lifeline for Iona College athletics.
MAAC fans, be there for the best one yet. The 2015 MAAC Basketball Championships return to the Times Union Center in Albany March 5th through the 9th. And nothing beats seeing it live. Don't miss your chance to see who will cut down the nets and earn a spot in the big dance. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com, the Times Union Center box office, or by calling 800-745-3000. Act now. This year's championships are sure to be the best one yet. The 2015 MAAC Basketball Championships return to the Times Union Center.
This is Super Bowl champion Howard Cross. After spending 13 years in the NFL, I know a little bit about taking care of injuries and what it takes to be the best. That's why I'm here to tell you about Ivy Rehab, the #1 provider of outpatient services in the nation. Nobody plans on getting injured, but if you do, Ivy Rehab is here to get you back in the game. If you're injured over the weekend, be sure to go to their Monday morning injury clinic. No prescriptions or referrals needed. With 34 locations, visit them at ivyrehab.com, IVYREHAB.com to find a location near you.
Let's all go to the Beachmont. Come in and see what we're all about. For years, the Beachmont has been all about you. Great dining, great atmosphere, and has been a meeting place where the entire Iona community gathers. The Beachmont Tavern at 750 North Avenue in New Rochelle, right across the street from Iona, has always been the first choice for Gale fans before and after each game. We are open 7 days a week for lunch or dinner and is a fun place to be any hour of the day. If you're planning a get-together at the Beachmont, they have a private room available for your party. Or if you're having it at home, let the Beachmont cater it. The Beachmont is more than just a restaurant, it's a meeting place for sports fans. Watch the big game on one of our large TVs. The Beachmont has the NFL's Sunday Ticket. That's the Beachmont Tavern, 750 North Avenue in New Rochelle. We look forward to seeing you there.
Ian Sachs here on the Iona Insider Halftime Report, joined by Ricky Coleman, the assistant SID, intern, whatever you want to call him. He helps out in this sports information department. And Ricky, the Gales leading by 4 over the Saints, but really Iona leading doesn't tell the story, given the fact that they led for only less than 4 minutes in the half. Siena led for 14 minutes, so Iona really fortunate to have a lead.
You're right. I'm looking at the halftime, 29-25 with the Iona lead. They're up by 4, but they play like they should be down by 14. Defensively, it seems as if besides the last-minute block by Dupree on the defensive end, the only person that came to play on defense, in my opinion, is Aaliyah Robinson. She's got a couple steals, and she seems the only one that seems to be locked in defensively, and they're just out of sync. There seems to be a step behind on offense.
Well, Dupree has gotten 4 blocks so far in this game, so as the last line of defense, really done a pretty good job there. And Dupree, 4 rebounds, 4 points, 4 blocks. So, yeah, a player that doesn't really lead in many statistical categories, putting in a nice performance today.
I agree. She's playing well down low. She's walking down their Siena's bigs, and she's finally putting her hands up and getting in the way of the Siena shots, which she hasn't been doing all season.
And that's something that, you know, it's good to see. 6'4", and she puts up her hands. That's really something that is going to help the Gales for the rest of the tournament if she's able to do it. Now, Iona offensively, the first play got a great look from Cassidy Ranger right under the basket, and then after that they go away from it and they chuck up 15 threes in the opening half.
Yeah, see, I don't mind that, but they got to make it. They have to make those shots, and they haven't been able to. But I do like I'm sorry, I'm reading this wrong. you said something about Cassie Ranger. That first play was beautiful. She was wide open right under the basket. They went right back to it later in the half, right before the half when Aurelia Kamek was wide open right down low. It was another great pass. I believe it was D'Amica on the pass, and it looked great. But they need to hit their shots, which they're not doing. They're just by sitting over where I'm sitting, it doesn't look like they're following through on their shots, which that's just something that they have to go back. They have to go back to their fundamentals, and they have to hit those shots because they're lucky to be up by 4, but they should be down by 14, and they also could be up by 14 if they just knock down their shots because 11 to 33 from the field is not going to cut it. It's going to lose you a ball game.
And 3 of 15 from three-point land, just 20% from deep. That's something that if you want to move forward, of course, hitting shots is going to be key. Ricky, you've been down on the baseline where Iona's been on offense, and a couple of times we've seen them penetrate the zone and get wide open layups, and then other times they'll do 1 pass, 2 pass, a 3. What has been the difference on those possessions where sometimes Iona works the ball around and gets a quality shot inside, and other times they just chuck it up?
Well, they can't chuck it up. They can't afford to. They have the playmakers that can break down the defense with a 30-second shot clock. The clock gets down to 8, 7, 6. They can break it down. They can penetrate the hole. You give the ball to D'Amica up top, and then she can either take that 3 because you know how many she can hit, and then or she can drive, and then she can have Aaliyah Robinson wide open in the corner, which she's been all game. She's knocked down 1 out of her 5 3-pointers. That needs to change if the Gales want to come out victorious here.
Now, Ricky, you said that if the Gales hit their shots, they could be up big in this game.
Absolutely.
But you also alluded to it that they could be down big and really fortunate holding this 4-point lead. What are they going to have to do in the second half to expand the lead? First, keep the lead, and then number 2, expand the lead.
First, I want to touch upon Siena. It seems as if their drought looked like the one that the Gales had against Quinnipiac. I'm sure you were there and you remember it. It went cold, ice cold for 7 minutes. That's why the Gales are up by 4, because they went ice cold and the Gales got some lucky buckets. And you asked me, what'd you ask me?
How the Gales can keep the lead and then build on it.
I think what I alluded to before, they need to penetrate and then kick out, or they can just draw fouls and get to the free throw line. They're 4-4 from the line, all 4 from Felicia Gilmore, which is not what the Gales are normally used to. Normally used to Joy Adams on that line. But if they can get Siena's bigs in foul trouble, they should have no problem keeping and then expanding the lead.
Well, Ricky, thank you for your insight. Down there on the baseline, getting more of a courtside view than even the announcers here in the second row. Thank you for the insight. Ken Reichman and I will be back on the other side of the break to get you all set for half number 2.
The Iona College Goal Club is an association of dedicated friends and alumni who support Gale athletic programs. Annual membership provides the needed academic support services, equipment, and facility upgrades for their student athletes. For more information on the Goal Club, call the Goal Club office at 914-633-2071 or visit on the web at icgales.com. That's www.icgales.com. The Iona College Goal Club, the lifeline for Iona College athletics.
MAAC fans, be there for the best one yet. The 2015 MAAC Basketball Championships return to the Times Union Center in Albany March 5th through the 9th. And nothing beats seeing it live. Don't miss your chance to see who will cut down the nets and earn a spot in a big dance. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com, the Times Union Center box office, or by calling 800-745-3000. Act now. This year's championships are sure to be the best one yet. The 2015 MAAC Basketball Championships return to the Times Union Center.
This is Super Bowl champion Howard Cross. After spending 13 years in the NFL, I know a little bit about taking care of injuries and what it takes to be the best. That's why I'm here to tell you about Ivy Rehab, the #1 provider of outpatient services in the nation. Nobody plans on getting injured, but if you do, Ivy Rehab is here to get you back in the game. If you're injured over the weekend, be sure to go to their Monday morning injury clinic. No prescriptions or referrals needed. With 34 locations, visit them at ivyrehab.com, IVYREHAB.com, to find a location near you.
Let's all go to the Beachmont. Come in and see what we're all about. For years, the Beachmont has been all about you. Great dining, great atmosphere, and has been a meeting place where the entire Iona community gathers. The Beachmont Tavern at 750 North Avenue in New Rochelle, right across the street from Iona, has always been the first choice for Gale fans before and after each game. We are open 7 days a week for lunch or dinner and is a fun place to be any hour of the day. If you're planning a get-together at the Beachmont, they have a private room available for your party. Or if you're having it at home, let the Beachmont cater it. The Beachmont is more than just a restaurant, it's a meeting place for sports fans. Watch the big game on one of our large TVs. The Beachmont has the NFL's Sunday Ticket. That's the Beachmont Tavern, 750 North Avenue in New Rochelle. We look forward to seeing you there.
So back here on the Iona Insider Halftime Report, Ken Reichman and Sachs here with you. The Gales with a 4-point lead at the end of half number one. And Ian, it seemed as if it was going to be one of those games where the Gales couldn't buy a shot. They got off to a rough start, unable to hit. It was quantity over quality for the Gales for a while, who found themselves down 14-2 at one point, but now lead by 4 at the end of 20.
Well, Iona had, got tentative early in the game here, looking more for the wide open 3-point shot. And with the Siena zone, Siena's been giving Iona the 3-pointers. The Gales haven't knocked them down, making just 3 of their 15 3-point attempts. And it's been when Iona has worked the shot clock down, interior passing, getting in the passing lanes, and getting wide open layups down low. When they get to the free throw line, the Saints peel up, opening up the box area for the Iona bigs to put up shots and score. And that's how Iona has gotten their 4-point lead.
Yeah, and what's been interesting is the usage of the lineup so far. As we talk about, everybody is contributing. Marina with 3, Corinda with 4, D'Amica with 5, Aaliyah with 7, Cassidy with 2, Aurelia with 2, Felicia with 4, and Joy with 2. Everybody who's registered a minute of court time today has put up a point. And then you look at the rebounding. Corinda has 4, D'Amica has 2, Aaliyah has 5, Cassidy has 1, Aurelia has 1, Felicia has 4, Joy has 3. Everybody is getting involved and everybody is playing a multifaceted game, which has led, I think, to the ability to be up by 4 with D'Amica Martinez only 2 for 9 from the floor.
And you also look at that the bench players have gotten significant minutes in this game. Aurelia Kamek, 7 minutes. Felicia Gilmore, 11 minutes. So we're seeing that Iona is showing their depth, which is something that we have not seen much of much or if any at all this season. And they're, they're having everybody contribute, which is a beautiful thing. Because that D'Amica Martinez can score at any second. All
right. So, second half action when we come back. Gales lead 29-25, the second half inbound, and the rest of this MAAC quarterfinal game between the Gales and the Saints when we return on Iona Insider. Ken Reichman and Ian Sachs.
The Iona College Goal Club is an association of dedicated friends and alumni who support Gale athletic programs. Annual membership provides the needed academic support services, equipment, and facility upgrades for their student athletes. For more information on the Goal Club, call the Goal Club office at 914-633-2071 or visit on the web at icgales.com. That's www.icgales.com. The Iona College Goal Club, the lifeline for Iona College athletics.
So, Times Union Center, Ken Reichman and Sachs here with you on Iona Insider, and the second half about to get underway. Just the final last preparations by either coach. And as I take a look around the gym, I see head coach of the Quinnipiac Bobcats sitting just a few rows behind us. I thought I saw Marist coach Georges across the way a few minutes ago. Maybe I made that up. But either way, there is some serious scouting going on between everybody in this tournament because they know anybody can make it anywhere.
Well, that's the beautiful thing of a tournament with all the games in the same arena. You play a game, you win, you advance. You know the game right after you is going to be the team you're matching up with a day or two later. So why not stick around, see what they're made of, and prepare for the next round.
So here we go. Second half action underway. 11 seconds in and a foul on the floor to the Gales. This will be the last 20 minutes of gameplay for one of these two teams. And that's the perspective you have to remember. It's one loss and you're out of here. So for either team, this has got to be it. You've got to put all your emotion, all your energy into these final 20 minutes. It's Donahue at the line now. She hits her first. The Gales come into the half up by 4, and they send out the same lineup that they did to start half number 1. That is Lizarazu, Dupree, Robinson, Martinez, and Cassidy Ranger.
Well, you alluded to it just a moment ago in that this is the final half for one of these teams. This is your Game 7 when you bring in your extra starter, because if not now, then when? So
Marina Lizarazu knocks down a three-point shot. And the Gales open up their 5-point lead. And Leah Robinson with the intercept in the lead for Marina. She'll put it behind her to Meek. She'll pop inside. Now Lizarazu, but they are called, I believe, a travel. And so it is Siena ball.
I think
I didn't see the hand motion, but I assume travel.
Yeah, I think Martinez, moved her feet before putting the ball on the floor, so they whistled her for it. That would have been a nice bucket there for Iona, having a 3-on-1 opportunity.
Donahue up high, and now Crow. Into the corner it goes. Scarborough, guarded by Robinson, gets inside. The floater no good. Got her own rebound, goes up, got blocked by Dupree again. And this lead, this time it's Martinez. In on Crow, got the foul, and she'll go to the line.
And Dupree now with 5 blocks on the day, really anchoring that Iona defense as the last line of defense and doing a good job at it.
Yeah, without a doubt, Corinda Dupree has been the inside presence that the Gales need today, in order to shut down the Donahues and the Hetskis for Iona.
Well, Coach Godsey spoke about it before the game. She said we need our post players to step up, and Dupree has certainly done that.
So Martinez from the line, she'll hit both.
And Dupree, who typically gets into foul trouble, 5 blocks today, 0 fouls.
Siena on the offensive possession. Scarborough inside. Crow goes up, left hand, got it. Nice finish by Ida Crow.
And we talked a lot about it, that Iona has to get inside and penetrate and get a nice look there. It was Siena who did it this time, and they put in the nice bucket to cut the lead back down to 5.
So D'Amica Martinez unable to draw the foul on that last possession. And now Lizarazu off the inbound, swatted away by Hetsky, and they'll do it again.
Difficult spotting now for Iona as they inbound from the corner right underneath their own basket.
And Joy Adams will check in for Cassidy Ranger with 1.5 minutes gone in half number 2.
So Adams limited to just 10 minutes in the first half due to 2 personal fouls, looking to get going now.
Lizarazu finds Martinez, few jab steps, now Marina again. Far sideline. She'll come back this way. D'Amica into the corner. Robinson. Now Joy Adams. Baseline called. The block on, I believe, Hetsky. And so Iona will renew the shot clock and try again.
And Adams, fortunate there. That's a tough call shot, a block versus a charge. Fortunate she didn't pick up her 3rd personal foul just 20 seconds into checking into the second half.
The inbound for Adams, and now Robinson kicks it out. Lizarazu to the corner. Martinez the pump fake inside. Now Robinson all day for 3. That's no good. It's offline from the start. And Siena pulls down the rebound and can start the other direction, down by 5.
And while Iona working the ball around there, penetrating for the nice kick out, a wide open shot, Robinson just didn't knock it down.
Scarborough up high. Now Ida Crow takes it herself. Coles for 3. That one's good, and just like that, it's a 2-point ball game.
And well, that's the thing with this Siena team. You start to think you're going to pull away, they answer.
Inside, and Joy Adams gets the finish off the feed from D'Amica Martinez, and the Gales back up 4.
So now the pace picking up a little bit here, and the Gales showing that they can run with the best of them. Beautiful play there, Martinez to Adams.
Coles inside, Dupree on Hetzke, who goes underneath and got the finish.
Beautiful shot there, finishing underneath the basket by Hetzke.
Lizarazu goes in by herself and is called for the charge. That'll be her 3rd personal, and now Marina Lizarazu in a little bit of trouble.
Lizarazu playing just 9 minutes in the first half with 2 personal fouls. 3 minutes into this half, picked up her 3rd, and that's why Felicia Gilmore's coming to the table to check in.
So Gilmore ready to get back in. She played the majority of that first half for the Gales at the point. Hetzke got the finish again, and we are even at 36.
Well, it's going to be down to the wire for the final 16 and a half, my partner.
D'Amica Martinez on the floor, able to get it inside, and Joy Adams buries it to put the Gales back up top.
Well, almost a picture, a carbon copy of the play before. Martinez penetrating, stopping at the free throw line, finds Adams underneath.
Coles inside for Donahue. The kick for Scarborough on the baseline drive goes up. It's no good. Got her own rebound, though. She'll go up again, blocked away. It'll be a jump ball, and with the possession arrow facing for the Gales, they'll take over with 16:05 remaining in the first half.
So, now Gilmore checks back in for Lizarazu as she will run the point guard position and really did a good job at it in the first half as, getting inside, drawing some fouls, and she's the only Iona player to get to the free throw line.
Yeah, 0 for 4 from the floor for Gilmore, but with 4 points, all of them coming from the stripe. Cross-court Dupree. She's up for 2. It's no good. Joy Adams unable to get a hand on the rebound. And Siena the other way with a chance to tie or take the lead.
And Dupree wasn't set on the catch there. Had to collect, put up the shot. That's why she was short.
Coles goes inside off the hands of Siena, and that's Iona ball. And with that, we'll step out. 15:31 remaining in half number 2. It's the Gales by 2, 38-36 over the Saints.
Whether you are looking to organize and strategize with your colleagues or celebrate your wedding, Hilton Westchester is your perfect choice. 37 acres of woods, 2 pools, 3 tennis courts, a farm-to-table on-site restaurant, complimentary shuttles within a 5-mile radius, meeting professionals just waiting to help you, over 400 refreshed rooms. Hilton Westchester will turn your event into a memory. Go to HiltonWestchester.com for more information.
This is Super Bowl champion Howard Cross. After spending 13 years in the NFL, I know a little bit about taking care of injuries and what it takes to be the best. That's why I'm here to tell you about Ivy Rehab, the #1 provider of outpatient services in the nation. Nobody plans on getting injured, but if you do, Ivy Rehab is here to get you back in the game. If you're injured over the weekend, be sure to go to their Monday morning injury clinic. No prescriptions or referrals needed. With 34 locations, visit them at ivyrehab.com, IVYREHAB.com to find a location near you.
Ian Sachs alongside Ken Reichman and Ken Weir in for a good one. 15:31 remaining in the second half of this MAAC quarterfinal game. Iona with just a 2-point lead over the Siena Saints, 38-36. Siena knocking down 4 of their last 5 shots. And really, as Iona began to create a little separation, the Saints answered, tying the game, and now Iona's just up 2.
Yeah, I mean, buckle up. It's going to be one heck of a finish. It's the Gales by 2 at the moment. Siena, 4 of their last 5 from the floor, have been better of late.
Yeah, and, we talked about it earlier. It's going to be a game of runs as whatever team starts to knock down a few shots, then they go cold, and the other side answers. So we're in for a wild one. It's just going to be who's going to be hot at the end will decide who gets to play top-seeded Quinnipiac on Sunday at 11.
So Gales on the ball. It's a foul on the floor, and Iona will keep possession, up by 2.
And so the Gales...
Game really slowing down here.
Yeah, it looked like it was picking up for the beginning of the half, but it's slowing down, as you said, and really now both teams are going to have to execute in the half court.
So Joey Adams, who's checked back in for the Gales, finds Gilmore up top for Martinez. Few jab steps, now a 3. Got it! Tamika Martinez, a big 3, and that's her 10th point of the day, and the Gales go up by 5.
And the Gales, even with their balanced scoring attack, you still know that Martinez is the go-to player.
So now Coles, the senior captain, off the glass, the two-hander.
And a nice play there, getting into the lane, putting it high off the glass, banking it in.
Gilmore passes it off the foot of Coles, so the Gales will keep possession. Dupree over to inbound. She looks like she's got a bandage on her right knee, so maybe some floor burn. Hopefully she's okay.
Well, she seems to be going fine out there as she gets it over to Gilmore.
Gilmore jacks up a 3. It's off back rim. Ball on the floor. Siena able to peel away with it. It's Donahue who puts it into the hands of Crow. And now Ida Crow can start the other way for Siena. She'll peel off. Marina Lizarazu ready to check back in for Iona at the next chance. And Hetsky for 2 off back rim and then off of Robinson, but they're going to say it stays with the Gales. I am not sure about that one, but no complaint from the maroon and gold.
No, Robinson skying for the rebound there. Couldn't corral it, but I guess the refs being a little generous to the Gales, playing in Siena's backyard. So, maybe a little balancing out.
What are you suggesting here, Ian? Watch yourself. So now Lizarazu, who's back in the game, has it for Iona. Gets it to Dupree. She'll go inside for Adams, who's able to reel it in, go underneath, and then put it right into the hands of Willingham, who's the other direction for Siena with speed. The kick out for Coles, and the three-point shot, no good, but the rebound is taken by Kelly. Finds Coles again. She'll peel off. Now Crow pump fakes the 3. Steps in on the drive. Goes up. Doesn't get it, but got the foul and will go to the line. A great offensive possession there by Siena, and a not-so-good-looking one defensively for the Gales.
No, and in the grand scheme of things, the foul called on Joy Adams there.
Yeah.
So now that's her 3rd. So you have Marina Lizarazu with 3 and Adams with 3.
And in such a close game, you've got to, in the back of your mind, you've got to be thinking if this game goes to extra time, there's going to be some trouble.
Yeah, well, that's what you hope that your top players can, even with playing in foul trouble, they can play in consistently enough to not pick up their 4th or 5th fouls in such a tight game.
Siena able to get their own offensive rebound off the missed free throw. And so now a chance to tie or take the lead for the Saints. Gales went up 2-0 in this game, then fell behind by a wide margin, came back, and have been in the lead ever since. But now Siena looking to come back on top. It's out of bounds off of Iona, so Siena retains possession, 15 on the shot clock, and it's Ida Crow to inbound.
Nice clean block there by Martinez on the block. She was the last one to touch it, so it stays with the Saints.
So Crow now, triple team, ball on the floor, and I still think that's Siena ball as Dupree punched it out of bounds between her legs.
Yeah, Dupree bending over to get the loose ball, knocking it off of her hand, and it stays with Siena, but just 8 seconds left on the shot clock.
Just 8 on the shot clock, 13:04 remaining in the second half. Dupree causing trouble for Crow on the inbound, who gets the return feed from Donahue. Crow again double-teamed, got it to Kelly. She's stripped by Dupree, ball up in the air, and it's a foul. I believe Kelly's going to get the call, and it's Iona possession with just under 13 minutes remaining. Great job there by Corinda Dupree to cause the trouble for Siena.
Dupree has been really strong with the ball today, drawing the double team there, staying with the play, holding onto it, and drawing the foul instead of turning it over.
Yeah, Dupree has been Iona's best interior player today without a doubt. I mean, normally that belongs to Joy Adams, but today, no questions asked, it's been Corinda Dupree.
Well, Adams hasn't been able to get into a flow of the game with the 3 fouls so far, seeing a lot of time on the bench.
Martinez empty from 3. Willingham off the glass, and we're even at 41.
And while, Iona having opportunities to expand on their lead, unable to do so, and now Siena back tying the game.
So now Marina Lizarazu works up high. 12:20 remaining in regulation time. We're even at 41. Robinson from 3, no good. Dupree smacks the rebound out of bounds, and it's Siena ball.
And Robinson has been short on a lot of her long-range shots today, and you hope that she finds her legs in the final stretch here and knocks down some of those long-range shots. Just 3 of 10 from the floor, 1 of 7 from beyond the three-point arc.
Even at 41, 12:10 remaining in what could be either team's last game of the season.
Well, it will be the final game for one team.
Off the glass, no good. Rebound Siena and the foul. It's Kelly who will end up at the line and a chance to give Siena the lead.
And while Iona's defense has really started to stall here, Siena's offense looking like they're getting whatever they want, and the Gales having to respond to it instead of dictating the possessions.
Kelly hits her first from the line. Iona hasn't scored in about 3 minutes, just one of their last 5, and that's allowed Siena to go on what is now a 6-0 run and take the 1-point lead over the Gales.
And that last free throw there rimmed out, as that's why you were going for the 7-0, but it's still 6-0.
Martinez pump fakes the 3, moves to her right, gets inside, kicks it out. Gilmore for 3, no good. Dupree unable to reel in the rebound. And the other way, it's Ida Crow.
And Kelly had the position there on Dupree. It just skying for it and coming down for it, fell right into her hands.
Joy Adams ready to check back in for the Gales. Crow on it, down to 12 on the shot clock. Now Scarborough up high, back for Crow, pump fakes to the corner, steps in, now gets it to the corner. It's Willingham on the drive. She's fouled on her way up, and she'll go to the line with 11:16 remaining in the second half.
And well, now that's the 5th foul on Iona. Not even 9 minutes gone by in the half. The defense has really been just treading water the last few possessions.
Gales down a point, 11:16 remaining in the second half. It's 42-41 in favor of the Saints.
ICGales.com is the official online home for Iona College Athletics. Keep up with Iona's 22 NCAA Division I athletic teams 24/7. Iona Insider provides live and on-demand streaming audio and video content from game broadcasts to coaches' shows and more. Check out the photo gallery to see action shots from the field of competition and other athletic events. You can show your maroon and gold pride with official merchandise from the Gale Shop or a photo from the official photo store. There's so much more that you've got to check out ICGales.com. Go Gale!
The Iona College Goal Club is an association of dedicated friends and alumni who support Gale athletic programs. Annual membership provides the needed academic support services, equipment, and facility upgrades for their student athletes. For more information on the Goal Club, call the Goal Club office at 914-633-2071 or visit on the web at icgales.com. That's www.icgales.com. The Iona College Goal Club, the lifeline for Iona College athletics.
Ian Sachs alongside Ken Reichman. 11:16 remaining in the second half here. It is a 1-point game. Siena with a narrow lead over the Gales, and it's been a little sloppy, to say the least, on the Iona side. Siena with a 6-0 run. The Gales without a point in 3.5 minutes, and really, this Saints team is really starting to dictate the tempo.
Yeah, sloppy is putting it mildly, as Willingham comes up empty on her first free throw attempt. It's a 1-point lead for Siena. They lead at 42-41. Iona hasn't scored in about 4 minutes, just 0 for their last 4, 1 for their last 6 from the floor as Willingham hits her second. So Siena up by 2 on a 7-0 run now over the last 3.5. That ball into the corner, and it's Siena ball again. Another turnover by the Gales, and Siena a chance to extend their 2-point lead with 11:10 to go.
Well, that offensive possession not going to help Iona get back on top in this game, as D'Amica Martinez just airing it out and really to nobody on the other side.
Pass inside. Hetzke guarded by Dupree. She goes underneath, got fouled, and will go to the line. Siena has done a great job drawing the contact and getting to the line. Hetzke will get her first free throws now. The only player who's played that hasn't taken a free throw attempt after Hetzke shoots will be Scarborough.
Well, the Saints really doing a nice job getting everybody involved inside. And Ken, as you said, drawing the contact. The Gales 6 fouls so far in this half, and there's still 10:54 remaining.
And so very close to putting themselves in the bonus early in half number 2. And for Siena, if you are so inclined, it's got to be hitting your free throws, which is going to be the key to the rest of this game. Up by 4 now on a 9-0 run over the last 4 minutes.
Well, first, to get to the free throw line, you have to be aggressive, get inside, draw the contact, and then, of course, it all comes down to knocking down those freebies.
Gilmore turns it over, and Willingham with the break, and the left-hand finish will put Siena up by 6.
And Coach Godsey looking at the scoreboard, wondering if this would be a good time to call a timeout. Facing a now an 11-0 run by the Saints.
Lizarazu on the offensive now for the Gales. Under 10.5 to go. Moving to her right. Waiting for something to get set. She'll move back to her left. Now hit Gilmore, who jacks up the 3. She got it. That's a huge 3 by Felicia Gilmore, and immediately Coach Godsey calls the timeout.
Well, Coach Godsey wanted to see what the players could do by themselves, and pretty good job by Gilmore knocking down that try.
Gilmore puts the Gales within 3. 10:07 to go. We'll step out when we come back. Much more action on icgales.com.
icgales.com is the official online home for Iona College Athletics. Keep up with Iona's 22 NCAA Division I athletic teams 24/7. Iona Insider provides live and on-demand streaming audio and video content from game broadcasts, the coaches' shows, and more. Check out the photo gallery to see action shots from the field of competition and other athletic events. You can show your maroon and gold pride with official merchandise from the Gale Shop or a photo from the official photo store. There's so much more that you've got to check out icgales.com. Go Gale!
The Iona College Goal Club is an association of dedicated friends and alumni who support Gale athletic programs. Annual membership provides the needed academic support services, equipment, and facility upgrades for their student athletes. For more information on the Goal Club, call the Goal Club office at 914-633-2071 or visit on the web at icgales.com. That's www.icgales.com. The Iona College Goal Club, the lifeline for Iona College athletics.
Ian Sachs, Ken Reichman, 10:07 remaining in the second half. The Siena Saints with a 3-point lead, 47-44 over the Iona Gales. The number 5 seeded Saints with the lead over the number 4 seeded Gales. The Saints looking for a 4th consecutive year in which they win their MAAC tournament opener. The Gales looking to not allow that to happen and get back to
that's certainly one way to put it.
And get back to the semifinals with a matchup with the Quinnipiac Bobcats, the team that knocked the Gales out last year.
And Quinnipiac coming up with the win earlier today against Monmouth, beating them by over 20 points, which, as Ian alluded to in the pregame, is just par for the course for them this year. And now in this game, it's Teresa Coles whose finish was too strong. Donahue with more of the same, but Hetzke on the offensive rebound can't finish. And finally, the Gales come away with the ball. It's Tamika Martinez for Gilmore, and the tie. Got it! We're even at 47.
And Gilmore is not immune to doing this. She does it almost at will, coming in off of the bench, knocking down threes, almost identical to what happened at St. Peter's. The Gales trailing for a good chunk of that game. Gilmore comes in, knocks down a pair of threes in the final stretch, tying the game with the second three, just like she did there. 9:32 left, and we're all tied up.
We are 47 up. Coles back to the line. Now the Gales in the bonus, so every foul will lead to free throws for Whoa, okay. That one took a while, but finally found its way in. I thought we were going to be in one of those situations where the ball gets stuck, but if it got stuck there, I don't know if that's physically possible. It stuck on the front of the rim for a good second, and that's a long time for a basketball not to be moving.
Yeah, you could read the Rock logo on the ball
and have time to recollect yourself afterward. So Coles hits both of them from the line. Siena back up 2. Siena just 2 for their last 8, but they've been able to hold on to this lead thus far. Gilmore for 3 again, no good. It rolls its way out, and away with it comes Ida Crow. Checking into the game now for Siena is Willingham, who has played well for the Saints. 5 points, 3 rebounds.
Well, despite Siena's drought from the floor, as you said, just knocking down 2 of their last 8 shots, they're 9 of 12 from the free throw line in the second half. Iona just been there twice.
Make it 2 of their last 9. Donahue comes up empty. Robinson, Gilmore, corner. Lizarazu for 3. No good. Rebound on the floor. It's Siena who's able to peel away with it. I think Coles was the one who got her hands on it. And now Ida Crow the other direction for the Saints. Scarborough, near side elbow, works back to her right. Now Crow, stepping in on the drive, got right by 2 Gales. Lizarazu and Adams, no shot at Crow, who goes up and off the glass, and the lead for Lizarazu and now Martinez as the Gales will set up their offense.
Well, both Lizarazu and Adams with 3 fouls, not looking to pick up their 4th on that play. So a good decision by them to recognize that, it's better to give up the 2 points than to pick up that 4th foul.
Gilmore on the drive got fouled, and she will go back to the line. So Felicia Gilmore, who's put in quite the offensive effort, will be back at the line, getting a little chat from the referee there.
Well, Gilmore now with an opportunity to go up for a team high in points as she is tied with Martinez with 10, no more as that one falls. Now with a team best 11 points.
So Gilmore with 11. Dupree checks back in, as do Kelly, and I want to say Scarborough for Siena. And now Gilmore, who is 5 of 5 from the line, makes herself 6 for 6, and the Gales are back within a pair.
And, well, we've said that for Siena, a key to winning this game is going to be the free throws down the stretch. Gilmore knocking down Iona's free throws and keeping them in the game.
Donahue got it back to Crow, who works over center court on her left hand, calling for a play with her right hand, and now switches to the left side. Now Coles, Kelly, beyond the arc. Crow again, down to 7 on the shot clock. Crow on the left-hand drive, the kick out. That's Willingham for 3, way long into the hands of Dupree, and the head start for Martinez. The lead for Joy Adams, up off the glass, got it, and the foul. She'll go to the line. A chance for the 3-point play.
Adams finishing through contact. Great lead pass by Martinez and an even better finish by Adams.
Adams gets the foul, and free throws coming when we come back. Adams the chance for the 3-point play. 7.5 to go. We're even at 51. Adams to the line when we return.
Do you love the game of basketball? Hooperstown gives you the opportunity to bring your game to the next level. From their basketball camps and clinics to the Hooperstown Huskies AAU organization. At Hooperstown, you work with staff and trainers who enjoy the game just as much as you do and want to see you grow your game. Each of their coaches has enjoyed success both on the basketball court and in leadership roles, giving you the proper guidance how to play and act on the floor. Hooperstown's administrative staff strives to provide you with top-notch customer support, communication, and organization to each one of their programs, ensuring that you can find what you're looking for. Celebrate your next birthday on the court and then eat in the party room. Hooperstown, 300 East Sanford Boulevard, Mount Vernon, 914-667-DUNK. That's 914-667-3865. When you think hoops, think Hooperstown. Visit hooperstown.com.
Ian Sachs, Ken Reichman, 7:30.
I hate to cut you off. I'm sorry. But they do the kiss cam here at the Times Union Center, and it is the most uncomfortable thing that has ever happened. I mean, sometimes you see it at professional sporting events, but here there's got to be, 250 people, 300 people in the stands, and they're just making them all kiss.
And now it's getting to the point where they're showing people and nobody's kissing.
Yeah, they're getting to the point where you have to introduce yourself to the person before you kiss them. Oh boy.
Or maybe you do the kiss and then you introduce yourself.
Now I feel so bad for the guy because the girl's jumping out of the frame. How does that feel?
Well, the best was last night.
Oh no. I just feel bad for them because as a man or a woman, if either one of you jumps out of the screen, that's just uncomfortable.
Yeah. And then you have to sit next to the person for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and you have to say, what, am I not cute enough? What, you won't give me a kiss? Come on.
Well, excuse me if I'm not Kate Upton enough.
Oh, boy.
Anyway.
Either way, yeah, you take it back.
Yeah, anyway, we are back here. 51 all, so this game is 50-50. Basically, all tied up.
Yeah,
7:30 remaining here. The refs just checking a play on the replay monitor, and we will have free throws for Joy Adams. Well, one free throw coming up after this on the and one as she looks to complete the three-point play.
So, Joy Adams to the line, and she knocks it down, so Adams gets three the old-fashioned way. Excuse me. Got a demon trying to come out of me. So the Gales up by a point, 52-51. Crow leads. Taken by Hetzke. Cross-court, Coles, and now Willingham again. Down to 7:20, and this is going to be quite the finish. Gales up a point.
Well, you would expect this from the 4 and 5 seeds who finished just a game apart in the standings. So definitely a highly contested game as both teams want a shot at the number 1 seed.
And Coles knocks down her shot and puts Siena back up a point. Now Lizarazu takes back for the Gales. Slowing things down, works towards the baseline, but she'll cut back to her left. Hand off for Corinda Dupree, and she's smacked, I believe, by Coles, who will get called for the foul. No, they'll give it to Willingham. That'll be her third. And so that foul goes in favor of the Gales with Willingham at 3 and Hetzke at 3 as well. And it's not only the Gales who find themselves in foul trouble.
Well, now both teams have 2 players with three fouls, and heading down the stretch, each of those players picking up a 4th could potentially really impact the final moments.
And both teams with 17 fouls, and so both teams in the bonus, but I think another foul was called there on the Gales to give Siena the ball. They're up a point. It's Willingham up high for Crow. The last play was not a foul, just turnover by Joy Adams.
So either way, Siena has the ball.
Either way, it's Siena ball. Willingham to Crow. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Crow spins. Can't get by Martinez. She spins again inside Willingham. Nice job by Gilmore to get inside. Not foul Willingham on the way up, but cause a disruption on the shot.
I was nervous that Gilmore could pick up the foul there. Did not. Great job there, and the Gales come away with it.
Now Marina working to her left. Tries to get inside on the drive to Adams, and the foul. She'll go to the line and is quite pumped about it.
And now Adams is the third Gale in double figures. The balance scoring attack for Iona, leading them to this 1-point lead.
And Joy Adams will have an attempt to extend that lead to try and get 3 the old-fashioned way,
as she is a perfect 1 of 1 from the free throw line, so looking to double that.
And she does not. Crow comes down with the board for Siena. And they will look to take the lead as Crow, guarded by Martinez. Scarborough inside for Hetzke, a great pass. The Gales get the triple team, but Hetzke goes high off the glass and gets the bounce to give Siena the lead once more. Lizarazu's got it. She'll put up the 3, can't get it to go, and now Crow on it for Siena, chance to extend the lead.
And Iona cannot fall in love with the quick 3. It got them the lead back, but they can't stay with it as they need to get good, solid possessions.
Joy Adams going to get called for that foul, I believe. She tried to push off of Donahue, and that's not going to fly. That'll be her 4th. So now it's some serious trouble for Joy as Gilmore checks in for Robinson. Gales just 7 of 27 from three-point range. And if you're going to put up 30 three-pointers in a game, you got to be feeling good. And I don't think 7 qualifies as feeling good.
Now, it's been probably the biggest drawback in the Iona offense today in that, they put up the three-pointers but just not knocking them down, and really that is why they are looking at a 2-point deficit.
And so Ranger checks in for Adams, who will head over to the bench. Gales down by 2 as Donahue rolls that second free throw out, so it's still a 2-point game. D'Amica Martinez on the charge for the Gales. Hands off Ranger, pops the 3. That one's well off target. Crow down with a rebound for Siena, chance to extend.
And now Iona, another quick 3. Siena gets the ball back, and they look to extend the lead.
Robinson ready to check in. Timeout call by Coach Ali Jock, and they want to talk it over with 4:49 to go. Ian, we're getting down to crunch time. It's a 2-point lead for Siena, and they have the ball.
Well, a close game, really, since Iona weathered this Siena storm and got back into it in the first minutes of the game. And, it's going to be a battle. You have to win these close games and if you want to advance.
Gales running a balanced attack today. Just 19 of 51 from the floor, 37%, 7 of 28 from 3. They've hit most of their free throws, 9 of 10, getting out-rebounded 36-29. They are, though, passing the ball pretty well. D'Amica Martinez on the verge of a double-double with 10 points and 8 assists. But they've also turned the ball over a bunch, 12 times today, leading to 10 Siena points off those turnovers.
And, well, it's been the free throw line that's been the difference. Siena 15 of 20, Iona 9 of 10 from there.
So Scarborough now to Crow, 3 on the shot clock. They got to get something off. Donahue to Hetzke. I don't think she got it off. It didn't go either way, but the shot clock violation will give the Gales the ball. A great defensive possession. Until the end there, Hetzke was able to step around the Iona defender and had an open look at the hoop.
And Coach Jock not happy at all with that.
That's why you call a timeout.
With that play. Call a timeout, and you still can't get the shot off.
So now under 4.5 to go. The Gales down by 2. Everybody buckle up because this is going to be a bumpy ride to the finish. D'Amica Martinez, left-hand dribble, tries to draw the contact. Instead, it's an offensive foul. That's Martinez's 3rd, and it's Siena ball up by 2 with 4:15 to go.
And Martinez lowered the shoulder on the drive. The refs are going to call that every time.
Crow on the inbound. Got it right back from Scarborough. Long feed to Coles. Guarded by Gilmore, got her hand up in the face. Luckily, no foul there. She did make contact with the head of Coles. That happened right in front of us, so I'm pretty confident with my vision. But it's Scarborough now trying to go inside. Nice double team by the Gales, and Gilmore can start the charge. On the right hand, she'll kick it out. Lizarazu for Dupree. One more, Robinson for the triple. Got it! Aaliyah Robinson, a big three-point shot, and the Gales go up a point.
The recognition of Dupree, noticing Robinson wide open right next to her. Great decision to make the extra pass, and the Gales are rewarded with a 1-point lead.
And a great job by Felicia Gilmore to make that original drive and the kick into the hands of Lizarazu, followed by Dupree, and then Robinson, who hit that final three-point shot. Hetzke off the hands of Gilmore and out of bounds. Just 6 seconds on the shot clock. A great job by Felicia Gilmore. So we'll step out. When we come back, we'll bring you the rest of the second half action. Just 6 seconds remain on the shot clock for Siena. 3:14 on the game clock. When we come back, it's the Gales up by 1.
This is Super Bowl champion Howard Cross. After spending 13 years in the NFL, I know a little bit about taking care of injuries and what it takes to be the best. That's why I'm here to tell you about Ivy Rehab, the #1 provider of outpatient services in the nation. Nobody plans on getting injured, but if you do, Ivy Rehab is here to get you back in the game. If you're injured over the weekend, be sure to go to their Monday morning injury clinic. No prescriptions or referrals needed. With 34 locations, visit them at ivyrehab.com, IVYREHAB.com to find a location near you.
Check out JP's Waterside Restaurant at 703 Mitterford Avenue on City Island, serving fresh seafood, sumptuous sizzling steaks, and delicious Italian specialties. JP's is open every day year-round. Come in for lunch at JP's Waterside every day starting at 11. Don't forget about us for catering all your special occasions either. Walk-ins and reservations are accepted. That's JP's Waterside Restaurant at 703 Mitterford Avenue right there on City Island. Give us a call at 718-885-3364. That's JP's Waterside Restaurant on City Island.
Ian Sachs, Ken Reichman here, 3:14 remaining, and partner, we're in for a wild finish. The Iona Gales.
Are we Cowboys? Keep calling me partner. I feel like I'm a cowboy.
Well, we are riding with the Gales to the finish line here, and it is going to be quite a doozy.
It is.
57-56, Iona leading.
Iona up a point. Willingham on the drive off the inbound, out of bounds, and Iona ball with just 2 seconds on the shot clock. So Siena trying to force something inside, nothing there, and Iona takes over.
Good defense there by Iona to stay in front of the ball and force that turnover, as now they can look to build on their 1-point lead.
Down to just 3 minutes to go. It's Lizarazu on the offensive. Hands off to Martinez. Guarded by Coles. Waits for the screen from Dupree. Got it to Gilmore. He's got all day for three. No good off back rim. Dupree tried to swat the rebound back to her troops, but was unable to do so. And so the Saints take over. 2:40 to go. Down a point. Ida Crow. Inside, Donahue spins it to Hetzke. Guarded by Robinson. Up high it goes. Crow, one more to Willingham. She'll step to her right, go cross court. Coles now. Down to 9 on the shot clock. Donahue taking on Dupree. Off the glass, got the roll, and Siena up a point. And then the inbound is picked off, and Siena's got it again. Willingham to Crow, and she'll settle things down. Siena up a point. An awful inbound pass there by Corinda Dupree, which winds up in Siena's possession. Down to 2 minutes now to go. Crow pump fakes the cross court. Inside Donahue. Now Willingham on the drive. Blocked by Dupree as she swats it out of bounds. Just 8 on the shot clock. So Dupree, after turning it over, makes the impressive, I want to say, block on that last shot as she got up and said, not in my house, not tonight.
Well, Dupree giving up the shot to Donahue. Then turning it over on the inbounds pass, and then finally making up for it with registering her 6th block of the afternoon.
I'm surprised there was no Dikembe Mutombo, no.
Well,
it looked very similar to that. I mean, that final block.
Well, not when you're down 1.
Fair enough.
Not when you're down 1, because in the grand scheme of it, that block will mean nothing if Iona does not pull out a victory, and they still have some work to do to get there.
Ain't that the truth? A minute 57 to go. 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Saints. And it's Siena ball.
For Siena, Siena hopes that they can get a quality shot off here. There have been a few times out of a timeout that they have not gotten a shot to fall.
And they do just that. Hetzke off the inbound, gets it to fall off the glass. Now down to a minute 47 to go. Lizarazu into the hands of Martinez. Spin move on her right hand, got it! And Tamika Martinez with a huge 2 points. Takes the contact, goes up and over the outstretched hands of the Siena defense, gets it to fall, and the Gales back within a point. Coach Gotze calls a timeout. Iona only with 2 timeouts, Siena only with 2 timeouts, and just a minute 40 remaining. And I know we've been saying it a bunch, but you've got to just sit down, because if you're standing, you might faint or trip over something, because this game is mesmerizing at the moment.
Well, it's exactly what we wanted. Playoff atmosphere here. Finally, after a long season, you get into the MAAC tournament, and, well, we have quite a doozy on our hands.
So here we go. A minute 40 to go. The inbound into the hands of Coles, and now Crow for the lead, and Willingham over center court. Gales drop into a 3-2 zone. Minute 30 to go. 90 seconds to go in this quarterfinal matchup. Coles, Crow, guarded by Robinson. Down low, Hetzke along the baseline. Adams on her. Cross court. Coles tries to go baseline drive. Up off the glass, no good. Ball loose. Taken down by, I believe that's Hetzke, and the finish is good. And over the line goes Dupree on the inbound. It's a turnover, and it's Siena ball.
And Dupree, that's 2 turnovers in the final stretch here. Inbounding the ball under the Siena basket. That cannot happen.
Gales down by 3, Siena on the ball. A minute 12 to go. The inbound right to Hetzke. Underneath is blocked. Willingham's got it. Down to 25 on the shot clock. A minute and 5 seconds left in the game. Lizarazu got a hand on Willingham. It'll be a foul. That'll be her 4th. Joy Adams also has 4. Tamika Martinez has 3. And with a minute and 4 seconds to go, I believe that's the 10th team foul on the Gales. And so it'll be 2 shots from the line for Willingham, somebody who is just 1 for 2 from the line today.
But big shots here as Siena with a 3-point lead, and that one goes. So now a 4-point lead, 2-possession game with 64 seconds left.
Kelly checks in for Siena. 2 shots for Willingham. She hit her first, and we talked about it earlier. If Siena is going to come away here, they've got to hit their free throws, and they do. Willingham hits both. A minute and 4 to go. Gales need points on this possession. It's Lizarazu quickly over center court. Hands off to Martinez. Crosses up Coles. Chucks up the 2. It's no good. Joy Adams can't come away with a rebound. Coles is bumped. Ball on the floor. Coles can't come up with it again. There's a pileup of players on the hardwood. Down goes Lizarazu. It's a jump ball, and it stays with the Saints with 46 and a half to go.
And there's a technical foul on the play.
Oh, boy.
Lizarazu, she's done now.
That's her 5th. She's done. Technical foul, so it'll be 2 shots. And then, was it a jump ball? Was the final call, or just the technical foul?
I think there was another call, but I think the tech overrules everything. So there are definitely 2 free throws.
What I'm trying to make sure of here, and excuse everybody for our lack of knowledge on the call, the referees are even having a conference about it right now, but is it 2 shots, 2 more shots, and then the ball? Because I think that might be where we're headed.
Well, now that's a question if there was
a foul on the play.
A foul on the play.
Which I'm not sure if there was or was not. We'll see the way they line up.
Yeah. Well, I think they would do the technical free throws first.
Right. and then the 2 shots, and then Siena gets the ball.
Right.
I'm not sure if that's how we're setting up, though, so let's everybody relax. It's Teresa Coles who will take the shots. She's 5 of 6 from the line today and make it 6 of 7, and that extends the Siena lead to 6 with 46.5 to go.
And out of the technical foul, they will get the ball back.
And she hits her second. So I'm pretty sure, and it is. So it's just Siena inbounding now. 46.5 to go. No pressure from the Gales going to be coming on this inbound.
Well,
interesting.
They don't want Siena to break away for a wide open layup.
The inbound is to Willingham, and now Coles can set things up. She's bumped by Gilmore and will go to the line. A little over 40 seconds left. Gilmore gets called. Lizarazu done for the day. She finishes with 6 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Just an off day for Marina all around. Those 2 field goals she had, she goes 2 for 5, both of them from beyond the arc.
And as that one falls, now Iona staring down at an 8-point deficit.
And Siena over the last 40 seconds on that 7-0 run, which has let them extend their lead now to 8. The second free throw shot doesn't go, but they got the rebound. D'Amica Martinez is going to have to foul. That'll be her 4th. And now with just 35 seconds to go and an 8-point deficit for the Gales, Siena is back to the line for more.
And, well, Iona's 6 straight wins in the series likely coming to an end here unless a Reggie Miller-type miraculous finish, as now the Gales down 9.
And so Crow from the line hits her first and her second. The Gales are going to have to move really quick. The inbound is to Gilmore. She'll cross over center court. Now Robinson for 3. That's short. Siena down with a rebound. Martinez called for the foul. That'll be it for her. She's done for what looks to be a preposterous career of what has been just incredible. And so she tries to, I think, trying to fake it and stay in the game, but...
Well, I don't know if she realizes that.
I think they called it on Gilmore. So
Okay.
So Martinez will at least hypothetically get to run out the rest of her career.
Yeah.
On the court instead of the bench.
25.6 seconds left.
And before you know it, it's an 11-point Siena lead. 12-point Siena lead. 71-59. Martinez double-teamed. Joy Adams off the glass gets the bank. 16.2 to go. 71-61, and just a stunned look on everybody over on the Iona side of things.
And that bucket ended an 11-0 run for the Saints, which put the game out of reach, knocking down their clutch free throws in the final minutes, and 19 of 24 from the line in the second half, 24 of 30 from the stripe in this game.
And for a team that works so hard, I mean, we've followed the Gales around all year, from Ohio to California to Kansas to the Heinz Center. They have been one of the hardest working teams I've ever seen. And just a disappointing end to what had been an up and down season. A roller coaster like MAAC season and regular season for the Gales, and time will run out. Gilmore going to poke the ball away from Coles at the end, but that's it. Time runs out, and Siena has upset the number 4 seed, and the Saints will face off against the Bobcats on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. in the MAAC semifinals here at the Times Union Center. So the final score here, 71-61 in favor of the Saints, and a disappointing end to what was an up-and-down season for the Gales comes to a close.
Well, the Gales finishing now 15-15 on the year, as their season, as you said, will come to a close in the MAAC quarterfinals here. So no matchup with the Quinnipiac Bobcats for Iona in the semifinals. That honor will go to the Siena Saints.
So we'll step out for a quick second. When we come back, Ian and I will recap for you the game at hand and the final score. Once again, Siena 71 and the Gales